Scorpio, we are back with another one. We are back with another one. Yay. Here we go again. We are back with another one. What's going on out there in them streets, Scorpio? I don't know. You won't even believe it. About, like, literally, I was just about to reach out and touch a child. This child has been terrorizing my house, breaking my charms. He broke my glass screen door, literally, and then showed up today. I'm shining everywhere. You know, I had to put on my lip stuff before I popped in here and had to relax. I drank a little water and everything. I'm telling you, this child had me there. He showed up at my house with these kids, and it's a gang of them. And he approaching my son. Okay, this is what's going on out here in these streets. He started approaching my son about Roblox. So apparently, they were swapping phones, playing on Roblox, and you know with Roblox you have to have your own personal account. And his Roblox score went down about 200, 300 points. So he decided to come to my house and approach my son about Roblox, about points being gone. I had to go to the door like, what's up? What's going on out here? Did you just come to my house and approach my son over these Roblox? Oh my God. And then the little boy just started cussing me out on my property. On my property. Like seriously. God damn it, you won't even believe it. I was shocked. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, the Martina ass listen, the mama jumped out of me. I had to listen. I almost reached out and touched him. I had to check that little boy and let that little boy know that you are a child in the whole Queen's whole court. You in my garden. You in my yard. And not only that, you're messing with one of my treasures. I don't play with none of that. I ain't playing with none of that. All right. Then, to make a long story short, the little boy left. You know, I had to go over there to the mom, and you know, I ain't even gonna tell you what I did next, because sometimes when I'm there, I don't know when it's, you know, the magic just come through. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to calm down and none of that. And then you mess with my child once again. So I go over there, and of course the mom is not there. So I came back over here. I get a little, you know, glass of cold water to chill the fuck out, chillax, and just breathe. Because this is a little boy that got me, you know, that damn, what is that? That's that Pluto energy. He had me in that Mars energy. All right? I'm telling you, all these planets is in retrograde. It's feeling like you're not even in your own body at times. Some shit may come your way, like a motherfucking bow arrow. So the mom come over, and we have this conversation, right? And I already knew this, but the little boy always get me there, because I already did my little investigation on my own, you know? So I ain't even been worried about the little boy, or cussing him out, or going to his mom and telling his mom she got to pay for my shit that's been broken. You know how we do. Yeah, Scorpio, this is a whole conversation. But yeah. But come to find out, the little boy his parents is addicted. They're on drugs. He's taking care of himself. He don't have anybody to depend on, nobody to feed him. Like, and before this happened, I see the little boy. I be like, tell me when you walking through the store, because he be walking through the alleyway by himself. No parent, no guardian, no protection or nothing. And he's like 8. So we had this conversation, and It plant some roots. Yeah, we had this conversation, and this little boy is really like out here on his own. So maybe I don't know who this is for, but yeah, it was really shocking. Like it really, I in tuned back into my spirituality. I had to remember that I'm a spiritualist, and I had to calm the lady down because she was going through it. She was crying. She was like, she don't know what to do, but it ain't even his mother. It's just someone who takes care of him because his parents is not in his life. I don't know, Scorpio. So maybe this was definitely a little storyline. This is definitely a storyline. I didn't expect for it to come out, but I gotta be honest. And this is the energy that pulled me in as soon as when I'm coming up to show up for you. So maybe you might be feeling this. Maybe you are that child that grew up that really didn't have any type of guardianship around you, any type of love, anybody that really gave you, that guidance to help you get throughout your day, to feed you and show you how to cook and show you how to spend money, and like you weren't able to develop your language. You were behind in your developing stage, and this is kind of reminding me of someone or some places here that's very memorable. Maybe you're going through that. Okay, this is the voodoo Azasaris. Okay, so this is magic. Let me breathe. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. Cover us with this message. Let me tune in and not use my own emotions, but use the collective emotion. This is the Scorpio energy. So this is using magic, rituals, sorcery here. You're someone who's very fearful, or people fear. You're fearsome. You have a fearsome reputation. You're very tough, though, and I think that like you're tough. You get fair dealings. You have this very bright smile. I'm seeing someone with a bright smile, very clean cut. You're definitely a force to be reckoned with. Spirit is saying here. So you get straight to the point here. You definitely get straight to the point. What is this voodoo magic here? What is this voodoo magic? I don't even know. Yeah, I did. Okay. So you're trying to make some sense of something. I'm feeling like something, maybe you feel hard. There's some type of falling hard, like a ton of bricks. You're trying to make something sensible on how you feel. I'm feeling like somebody has done some regular black magic on you. You may be having some type of interaction with some type of voodoo spirits. Let me take one more spirit from the frequency cards. Nuck, if you buck, rise up. So follow your mind, and because listen, that was definitely a different, like I said, that's that Pluto energy, that force to be reckoned with. It's that fire. You hear what I'm telling you? And it felt like I needed to be cooled down. It was like I needed a cool exterior to let me know, and that was that water. That was that water. That was that drink that had me cool down, and really come to reality that I'm a spiritualist. Ask yourself, why is this little boy so obsessed with his house, so obsessed with your son, so obsessed with, just trying to disturb your fucking peace, tearing your shit up on your porch, around your house. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I didn't understand it. So I went into a place where I started following my mind a little more, to get more of a straighter outlook of what's going on with this little boy here, and he has no sense of direction here. So maybe you're that person that you just a snack before you would think, before you would come to a common ground with your a common ground. You know, you're that Scorpio. You sting, Scorpio. You sting a lot of shit. You have that fixed energy, you know. And Scorpios, you're very secretive and private. So when people come into your space, it's like you, all right, you're taking it to the limit, dear. You're taking it to the limit, you know, and your willpower, your strength just automatically hits in a deep way. But you're a Scorpio is very intense. So you're serious, you know, you master control and passion. So when somebody tick you off and you go 0 to 100, it's hard to bring you back down. But your element is also close to water, okay? So that may be significant and maybe a treasure or secret for you, okay? Because parts of your body is very is reproductive, right? And it's reproductive in organs, and these organs, it's like a illuminatory system as well. That's what you have, Scorpio. Yes, that's what you have, and I'm telling you, it's very interesting. So people may see you as an interesting person. People may see you as an interesting person, and you're, like I said, you're very serious, and you got shit going on. You're a person that lays low. You're definitely a person that lays low here. hmm So let's see what has knocked you off your feet onto your ass. And I believe there's some type of black magic, like I said, that's going on here with you. Let's also go. Ooh, number. Let's go to our. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like somebody has ticked you the hell off to the point maybe you doing black magic on someone here, setting up some rituals, practices, using your, these spirits, voodoo spirits. But I feel like an entity is definitely checking on you, following you up. A clock of tarot. Yes, this is the compass. This is definitely some type of form of black magic being used on you, Scorpio. I don't know what you've been doing, but you're rubbing both cheeks together. You're rubbing both palms together here, Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4 may be significant for you, and there's some type of dry spell. So I feel like the reason why you're going through this dry spell here, it's some type of someone that you have not been touching, someone you have not been giving your energy to. There's someone you have not been interacting with. Some form of celibacy is showing up here. So maybe you've been celibate lately. You've been feeling like your reputation is more on the line than anything, or maybe they've been tampering with your reputations. where you had to make tough decisions here. I'm feeling like somebody think that they can manipulate you some type of form of way. Mm-hmm. This is some form of intimacy here that you had with this person, that you're having with this person, but it's some type of sensitive spot that you touched. And coming to think about it, maybe this person is not a force to be reckoned with, but I think it's you, and this person don't even know that these attacks can't even touch you. Let me start from the feet to the top of your head. So I feel like this is someone jealous. Maybe you're seeing someone else, Scorpio, and you laid it down. You laid it down on this person. You've been kissing this person from their head down to their toe. Their toes has been uh, cramped, twirled. And then we have phone sex. Yeah, so some type of phone sex that you guys have had in the past that you guys are not having now. This is the current energy. This person is pissed off that you are not showing them this attention anymore. That you're not giving them this type of pleasure, this type of intimacy, this type of this type of arousingness. You know this person sensational spots and pleasure moments as well. So there's some type of position that this person is mad that you are not putting them in right now. This song, SOS Bind, Just Be With Me, is a song. It might be significant for you here. And number 5 as well may be significant for you. But I feel like you're going through some type of serenity here from this person because maybe they were too much. But right now, they are definitely feeling the energy of you not being around anymore. To the point where they are making rituals and potions upon you and giving you black magic because they realize that you're not a part of their journey anymore. Okay? So, I don't know. Maybe this person hasn't been through a massive wake up yet. This person doesn't know their mission or their purpose. Because if so, they would have known just let you be. Like, when you leave a person alone and you leave the circumstances alone and you let the divine spirit and your ancestors deal with them, like, whether it's a positive way or a negative way, for me, I love going through the positive way because I have to put myself in other people's shoes, okay? The inner understanding always speaks for me, all right? So maybe this is definitely your energy. Maybe you chose to go the better route, the more mature way, the more positive energy, elective way here. Yes, I feel like you are now recharging, rebranding, and recoding yourself. You're back to your rightful place. And this person just want to find some type of way to come into your life and turn things upside down, turn things against you, maybe they feel like things are not working in your favor. If this is why they're causing this type of sorcery here. Yeah. I feel like this person feel like it wouldn't work in your favor. It wouldn't work out in your favor. But you woke up. You brought in some type of sense to yourself. You woke up and said, you know what, this damn person, what exactly does this person mean to me? And that's that Scorpio in you. You like to see results, Scorpio. The results always come in once you ask for them. Because you believe in yourself. You're not really a doubter. You're not really an undercover slut. I don't know why that just came out, but that's what it just came out. So maybe someone think that you're an undercover slut. Let the roles be reversed here. Masculine, divine, feminine here, Scorpio. And this has been the hardest person. I felt like this has been the hardest person that's been ever attacked you in your life. You have came through some shit, but I feel like this person just won't go away, or this person just won't stop fucking with you because they really truly are into you. But why are they bringing up these awful fucking ignorant unworthy fucking lies? Why are they bringing up this? I'm confused, okay? I believe because you didn't picture yourself, you dream, you imagine, you are it, and you have it going on. That's how I feel. Like you're young, gifted, and primordial, melanin free. This is that Nina Simone, okay? Young, gifted, and black. Yes. So this is probably why. Maybe this person is a little older than you, and mad that you still living out your youthful years, your younger years. You still have more life in you to go. So it's not even. It don't make any sense to combat with another. It don't make any sense to tear down another with your words. It don't make any sense to fight one another at our age. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense to try to put out, you know, these false, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I just went blank. Yeah, because they're not even serving anything. I don't know why this person has that type of energy. It doesn't serve any purpose here. This person is missing the puzzle and the pieces here. They don't have it all together. I'm telling you, they don't have it all together. Okay, their minds and their brains is faded away. Maybe this person has came from a broken home, whereas though their parents were addicted on drugs, on substance that didn't give them the importance, that didn't show them the right way of living or how to treat people or really know what love is. Because a lot of people, they always speak on love. They don't know what love is. If you don't love yourself unconditionally, whereas though if a person come in your life, you don't get very stirred up and wanting to be conniving and sneaky, whereas though you want to harm them and do something against them and not really wish them well. If you got to do that, you need to start pointing and looking at yourself, because you need to know that once you start loving yourself, you want to have people that come in your life and then leave out of your life. There's different seasons, there's a time, there's a place, there's a reason for everyone to come in your life. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to stay. That doesn't mean that they're stuck there until your lifetime, until you pass away. That doesn't mean that. You feel what I'm saying here, Scorpio? And I think this person doesn't realize that. But I know that I feel like you think you know how to go down and dig very to the deep depths of your soul, Scorpio. You run through that water, you at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And I think you realize this. You know, people grow from each other. People grow every minute of a second of an hour of a day. You know what I'm saying? And we're not always growing together. We grow apart. That's all just a part of life. And I feel like this person didn't realize that. I feel like this person, they're missing that. They thought that you would be around forever, because you're a good person. You show this person what true love is, unconditionally. And when you love unconditionally, baby, you don't ask for anything in between. You don't ask for anything, whether they come or go. There's nothing that you need. You're just there to support them. And I think this is you, Scorpio. This is why you're very misunderstood. And you show gratitude in whatever that you do. But this person is definitely sneaky. They hold some type of fake profile here. They're standing behind the scenes. It's some type of formal, it says Instagram here. Someone's being sneaky. Someone's on Instagram here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, they're fired up. They're feeling overwhelmed and explosive, very angry about what the hell that they really don't even understand. They're not really getting it, so I don't even know how many times it would take for you to even explain yourself on how you feel and why you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes you just can't explain shit to people. You know, they're not gonna understand your moves. Sometimes you just can't. You just can't. They just don't get it. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Yeah, they be blinded. This person is very blinded by the truth. I feel like you definitely did explain yourself and to this person and tell this person like, look, it's not working out. It's not working out. This can't go no further. I love you. I love who you are. Thank you so much for what you brought to the table and so many memories that we shared together. Boop, boop, boop. The sex was even good. But it came to the point where I think I'm like 10 light years ahead of you already. And then I just grew a little further. So I see further in my future. And I don't see you there. Like shit. Sometimes, you know, and I feel like that's what you did. You showed this person the truth. This person just very naive, I'm hearing. Yeah, anchor. You're holding it together. Because this person was not able to help you hold things together, to help you get a grip of things. You just kept moving, kept trampling through the heaviness, through the loads, through the breakdowns, through the chains. You just kept trampling here. Muse, yes. Something inspired you. Some type of emotion, a song, a lyric. Maybe something your mother said here. Maybe something your ancestors came to you in a dream and even told you here. But it was a certain place in a certain time where you just automatically, you just woke up. You were like watching, it was like you were watching yourself on TV. And then we have revenge. Yes, this person is definitely on their scope of revenge. And I'm not here to scare you, spiritual warrior. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to alert you here. All right? But all you have to do in order to break this type of spell here is just go get a candle, get a piece of your hair. You know what I'm saying here? Get some water, use all 4 elements. And, you know, start speaking into that candle. Start speaking and calling on your ancestors. It will lead you down the line. If you cannot, just, you know, leave me a message below. I got you. I can take that up off of you real quick. That's what I do here. But it's only you. It's only you and only you. Focus on just you here. Observe who you are. Watch you. Okay? There's no one else is like you. And this person realized that. But goddamn, if they come to bring you any type of harm, just because you chose to love this person out of a time of your life, then you don't need this person. You don't need him. Mama telling you. It's millions of others out here. Explore yourself, baby. You are still young. Love come in many forms and fashions. We can experience them on our highs and our lows. Spirit always brings someone into your life. Soon as when you calm down and remove the bad karma out your motherfucking way, and the good karma comes in. I'm telling you, we have good and bad. There will be someone just for you, Scorpio. But this motherfucking ritual that this person has been practicing on you, this is definitely black magic. Voodoo spirits here. So you may be feeling down, holding on your stomach, feeling like your senses is not making sense here. Behind the scenes. Yes, it's not, because this person has definitely did some black magic and voodoo on you. Yes, you've definitely been going through many triggers, feeling like you are attracting toxicity here. You know, very trauma, very bound. This person, I feel like, is very trauma bound as well here. So maybe you've gone through some traumatization, and maybe this person has also went through some traumatization, and y'all Y'all hooked up. Y'all talked about it. This person knows a little bit more about you, Scorpio, that they were not supposed to know. But sometimes when we in relationships, we talk. We pillow talk. You know, we be needing them. They're like our therapist. God damn it. They're like our counselor. You feel me? Yeah. And I feel like this is what happened here. But breathe through it. Breathe through it. Do exactly what I told you there, and you will come out on top. Scorpio, peace and love and harmony.